Today I'd like to talk to you about my role as a planning witness at the Victorian Civil and Administrative Tribunal, and in particular how I deal with overshadowing assessments for housing developments. As a town planning witness at VCAT, my role is to give evidence on the merits of a particular proposal. In this role, I have to fully understand the documentation provided in support of a project. Now, that task usually involves me reviewing a set of architectural drawings, which often include a set of shadow diagrams. As the planning witness, I need to be confident that these documents are accurate. Now, given that I have not prepared them, how do I do this? Step 1. I need to check that the drawings have been provided at the correct time of year and for the correct time of the day. Now, these requirements are contained in the planning scheme. Typically, this will require me to confirm that these requirements have been met. Step 2. Confirm that the drawings have been prepared accurately. This requires me to firstly check that the north point has been properly shown on the plans and that the shadows have been oriented correctly. Now, a way to do that would be to check the plan set against the survey plan or a copy of the title. Secondly, confirm that the site levels have been considered in the preparation of the shadows. This includes checking that the neighbouring levels have been properly modelled in circumstances where there is a level difference between the subject site and the neighbour. Thirdly, check that the nominated shadow angles have been shown correctly. Now, for me, the best way to do this is to confirm with the author that the correct latitude has been used, and secondly, to use a manual shadow drawing tool like Shadow Draw to ground truth what is shown. Shadow length is also important to check. Now, this is difficult for complex projects that have different wall heights and wall angles or have a complicated roof form. So a way to do this quickly is to select a simple object like, say, a fence or a garage, and again, using a manual template, check that the shadow length is accurate. Step 3. Next, what I want to see is whether the information has been presented in a way that assists decision makers. For instance, do the plans allow me to tell the difference between an existing shadow or a proposed shadow? On smaller lots, I often ask the architect or building designer to prepare calculations showing the extent of land in square metres under existing conditions and then under proposed conditions. This allows decision makers to more easily understand the quantum of the difference between the two scenarios. Step 4, and the most important step, is to ask questions. Now, there is no shame in asking for clarification about a particular matter. If it feels wrong, it often is, so trust your judgment and instincts. Far better to be wrong with your peers than be wrong in front of the tribunal. Well, that's all from me. I hope these tips help. Now, remember, if you really want to hone your shadow assessment skills, then don't forget to book a place in our new course, Throwing Shade. It's a full day, advanced, intensive course that will really put you ahead of the curve when it comes to shadow assessment. For more information, head to our website, allthews.addo.net.au. And remember, if you join our mailing list, you will receive a discount code for 10% off your first course. Happy planning!